Let's examine a urine sample like a med lab scientist.
I took my clean catch midstream urine and I mixed the urine to evenly distribute the formed element, that is, elements or substance that might have settled down at the bottom of the universal container whilst the urine was left standing. Then I transferred about 10 ml of urine into the centrifuge tube and I spun for 5 minutes. After spinning, I decant the supernatant. The supernatant is the topmost layer of the urine. So decanting is like pouring it away. Then the sediment, that is the pus cells or whatever you're looking for, will be at the bottom of the centrifuge tube. I mixed the sediment. Then I took a drop using a pipette and I placed it on a clean glass slide, then covered with a cover slip. Then I examined the urine sediment using 10 times and 40 times objective lens. Under the microscope, red blood cells and pulse cells or white blood cells, they may look similar, so let's explore their differences. Red blood cells are smaller, smooth, and look like tiny circles or ring. They don't have a visible center. That is, if you look at them, that is the inside of the circle is very, very clear. So it's like a ring with a clear inside. While pulse cells or white blood cells, they are slightly bigger and they look more grainy or rough inside because they contain a nucleus. So for white blood cells or pus cells, inside of them you see tiny dots or granules. So that's what separates red blood cells from white blood cells. Bacterial cells, they are tiny thread-like cells and sometimes they look like they are in chains, as you can see in this picture. Isn't it beautiful? Epithelial cells are cells that normally line the urinary tract, the bladder, or the kidney, and they are common to see in small numbers because old cells naturally shed off into the urine, but too many of them can be as a result of contamination, irritation, or sometimes infection. Next are the crystals. So I'm going to show you different types and shape of calcium oxalate, uric acid, and triple phosphate so that whenever you see them under the microscope, you won't get confused.